weekly episode of 2024,
Woo!
January 5th, baby.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
2024.
Our co-host, Mr. Jacinto.
What's up, everybody? HaHaCinto.com for all your HaHaCinto gear. SuperFunkyFresh.com for all your Funky Fresh gear.
Mm-hmm. The Premium Advantage helps you save time and money in taxes and insurance. All right, get your tax preps done for 2023. We are ready. Go to the website, thepremiumadvantage.com, set up your appointment online.
Get it early, y'all. People wait on those
I know.
taxes
Well,
and then they have to do the
everybody
extensions.
trying to do January, baby. If everybody gets it done in January, not that it's gonna happen, but if we could try to,
Let's do it, man. No extensions this year. Not even for your hair. Come on.
Get it done. Cool. Now, the topics for today. So we're evolving. We're moving topics. Things are moving.
Evolution.
I know. One step at a time. All right? Last time, we talked about the infinite markets. And we talked about infinite money. Today, aliens in Miami.
What?
I know. It's in the list. I'm not understanding what's happening. Can you elaborate a little bit? Hold on. Before we elaborate, let's keep going. Because we got aliens in Miami and situations with Cat Williams, I guess.
Oh, man. This is so hot, dude. This is so thick. This is so juicy.
Okay. Intriguing. I mean, so this is all information that, as you get more information, we'll learn more. This is news to me. I'm getting updating myself. If somebody wants to add on, I guess, put it in the discussion. Let's keep it all, I guess, solution-based so things don't repeat themselves if they're bad and then kind of go that way,
Yeah, no, speaking of evolution, all this information is going to be evolving as we get more information. So, but right now, it's kind of stuff is up in the air. So we're excited about this. It's just strange.
I'm interested in finding out what's going on. Getting more info.
So, for those who don't know, there was a giant, when I say giant, it is the biggest police response in the history of policing.
Oh, okay.
They had hundreds, if not thousands, of police on Miami, in the Miami Strip along the beach there. Cops, as far as the eye can see, helicopters, SWAT team, like GTA level 5 stars, right? Like all. Nobody has said anything about what happened. Everyone in the area does not have internet access.
Really?
People are not allowed to speak about it, and the police are not speaking about it. So anybody who was there has any sort of information. The only thing we're having now is rumors and videos from drones of people's personal drones flying over it and seeing all these police. All this you can see online. Check it out. Check it out. It's just so crazy to see this many police with nothing happening. So the rumor is, and there's video of this online, I want y'all to go look and see this. The rumor is that there are aliens, 8-foot, 10-foot aliens, walking down Miami to the mall.
Okay.
They were going either to the mall or leaving the mall, but they were going back to the
shopping?
I don't know if they're shopping. I don't know if they were recruiting. Who knows what they were doing?
Reality? It doesn't make any sense.
But there's actual video drone footage where the guy zooms in and you can see the spotlights from the helicopters on this giant being walking down the strip.
Okay.
We don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. But the cops are not saying, and they're not allowing anybody to talk about it.
Did they purchase anything with a credit card, or what did they use to buy
That
it?
we don't know. That we don't know. But I mean, this is a time when we have all of this information from the government telling us that there are UFOs. They just don't know what they are. They're not saying they're aliens, but a lot of the information we're getting are from Air Force captains and naval, people who never do drugs, people who are straight arrow type of people.
Sure.
So
maybe they're trying to fool people to mess around.
Man, but these are hundreds of different versions and views, and almost all of them. This is the interesting part, y'all. A lot of people talk about aliens up in space. Majority of the information we have is spacecrafts go back into the ocean and come out of the ocean. The majority of the aliens that these Air Force people, all these people are seeing and talking about are in our ocean.
Wow.
So they're already here, is what I'm hypothesizing.
I gotcha.
And they're shopping in Miami.
Because it's a coast city. Makes sense.
I mean, if I was an alien, that's where I would go.
You're right.
I'm not gonna go to Ohio and get to the snow. Nope, no disrespect to Ohio. If y'all want to book me, I'm a stand-up comedian. I love Ohio. But if I was an alien from a different planet and I came down, I'm like, I don't want to go there.
Fancy.
That's how it happened with the Hakeem Olajuwon. If you don't know about Hakeem Olajuwon,
is that an alien?
When Hakeem Olajuwon might be an alien. When Hakeem Olajuwon first came to the United States, they flew him to a whole bunch of different universities.
Okay.
And one of the first universities were all East Coast places, and it was winter time. The first place after the East Coast he went to was here in Houston. And he was like, done. This is where I'm gonna be, because it's not hot, it's not cold. So that's why we got Akeem Olajuwon. That's maybe why the aliens went to Miami. I don't know. Who knows why?
Okay. Oh, things are in development right now. Live, the first weekly episode. We're scheduled to do this weekly. Today we also have a raffle. We have a raffle.
Yes.
Whoever did the raffle, we get hand out to give out the names of the raffle winners. We have more episodes coming up. Right now we're on to topic number 2. Unless there's more elaboration aside from the Miami shopping aliens in Miami. I mean,
That's all we have right now, man.
No?
But
Okay, all right.
this is just happening literally a couple days ago.
We'll see what happens next week. These aliens. All right, cool. Now, the next one is the.
Cat Williams.
Oh yeah. What's up with him?
2024 is the year
Cat
of
Williams.
truth.
Okay. Wow.
This year feels like all of this information is like finally here, and we have the technology to absorb it, and we have the right mindset to take it.
Okay.
And so, Cat Williams, one of my favorite comedians.
Okay.
I've never met him. He's amazing.
Okay.
I found out something I didn't know about him. So it's an interview with Shannon Sharp. Check out Club Shay Shay on YouTube.
Okay.
It's an interview with Shannon Sharp. Cat Williams destroys everyone who is fake in Hollywood by just utter viciousness.
Yeah.
It is the most amazing interview. It's 3 hours long.
Wow.
I still haven't gotten through it.
That's a lot of talking.
Dude, it is long. And they're getting drunk. I mean, they're sitting there sipping Martell. I think they're sipping some whiskey straight.
How many camera views are in this? I'm now
One.
gonna,
No, two. They have two. One for both of them, and then one for zoom-ins.
I see.
So a lot of things Kat talked about. I haven't even got to the whole thing yet, but it's gone viral. They're taking little pieces of it and dissecting it because it's so deep.
Yeah.
But random information. Cat Williams is an amazing comedian. He's had 12 stand-up specials that have just like gone viral, have just made him tons of money. He's also taken tons of comedians on the road with him and made them famous, made them rich. He's one of the reasons why I do what I do with comedy, because he's one of those that doesn't believe in stealing jokes. He's one of those that spends his time crafting his jokes and really focusing on doing things the right way, working hard, spending all those hours in the comedy clubs and doing it the right way, man. A lot of these guys with social media these days are skipping it. They're skipping the lines. They get one good joke and it goes viral and they get Netflix special. So Kat was one of the first ones to do it the original way.
Gotcha. Intriguing.
And
markets in comedy.
Dude, it's crazy. So that's a whole different. We can have a whole episode
definitely.
about that.
There's also episodes that we're doing with the Brunch Comedy Show. So
Correct.
those that
Exactly.
evolves. You have mentioned something about a weekly location where they're doing something on the East End, or where is
Right,
that?
so right now it's monthly, but we're gonna be doing it weekly in a couple of months.
Yeah.
Right now we're just kicking it off. It starts tomorrow, Saturday, and it's
tomorrow.
called Hacienda Tacos y Tamales. That's the name of the
Okay.
place. And I know that sounds like just a regular old Mexican restaurant, but they actually have a stage set up for like bandas and like performances.
Nice.
It's really nice. It's on the East End.
East End. I like it. That's
Check it
where we're
out.
at.
Hacienda Tacos y Tamales. You can Google it.
Okay.
But yeah, we're gonna have a comedy show there on Saturday and once a month. Some of the best comedians in Houston are gonna be there. I'm hosting it. It's gonna be fun.
Is it the first Saturday of every month?
No, it's just gonna be different dates based on availability, I believe.
understand. Gotcha.
But follow me on the social media. Follow me all over my website, so that you can stay on top of that. But it's gonna be really good, and hopefully there won't be any comedians stealing jokes there.
I got you. And is it an open mic situation? You have to apply? How does that work?
So it's an open mic, but it's a professional open mic.
Oh, professional.
So don't come there expecting to practice new stuff.
Oh, okay.
Go there coming to polish your new stuff.
Oh, I see.
Right? Because you've already tried it. Because we're gonna have real audience there.
Oh, really?
A lot of times when you go to open mics, you're gonna have other comedians there.
Sure.
And they want to laugh at you because they don't want you to think you're doing any well.
Yeah.
So this is
Different.
actual these are actual
Someone
audience members.
unprepared.
We actually sold over 100 tickets.
Wow.
We're gonna have over 100 people there at least. So we're excited. We got a lot of comedians coming out,
Okay.
and it's gonna be really positive with all the Houston comedians we have out there. But going back to the Cat Williams situation, one of the things that he brought about, aside from specifically, and he was very specific, Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer.
Wow.
Who else did he say? Oh, Faison Love.
Okay.
I forgot who the other one. There's another one, but I can't think of. But they are all fake, phony liars and joke thieves.
This is really what?
Steve Harvey.
I didn't say this.
Dude, no, Cat Williams said this.
Okay, all right.
Steve Harvey, you know when he had that big flat top?
Yeah.
When he was doing that Steve Harvey show?
Yeah.
He was bald underneath. It was a wig the whole time. And Cat called him out on it one time and it went crazy. Apparently, Steve Harvey stole that entire TV show from Mr. Cooper. Remember that show, Hanging with Mr. Cooper?
Yeah, I remember Mr. Cooper. Oh, Mr.
Yes.
Cooper.
Yes, that dude, I mean, he is, Mark Curry is an amazing comedian.
Yeah, I remember.
I've met him before and he gave me amazing advice. He was
kidding.
such a cool guy.
Really?
Mark Curry is next level professional comedian.
Wow.
And Steve Harvey stole that show. If you look at Hanging with Mr. Cooper and then you watch I forgot what his show was, Steve Harvey's show. It's the same thing. But anyway, Cat breaks everything down. Watch this interview, everything that all these people have stolen. One of my favorite one, he calls Cedric the Entertainer.
Yeah.
He's the entertainer.
Sure.
But all he does is comedy.
Sure.
Why doesn't he do music or
Okay,
dancing?
yeah, okay,
or,
yeah,
right,
sure,
right?
sure,
Like,
sure.
no, he's not
But
Usher. He's not Michael Jackson, right? So he goes, he said that Cedric the Entertainer doesn't want to do movies because he wants to focus on his own craft. And he's like, how's he going to be, this is how Cat talk, how's he going to be an entertainer looking like a walrus, sitting up like this?
Well, why do you think Cat went in like a little thing here like this?
So apparently a lot of these comedians have come out talking about I did this, I did that, and it was his life.
Oh, really?
Even Steve Harvey saying that he was homeless.
Oh, really?
It was Cat's information. Like
Are you
he
hold on one
stole all of it from Cat.
Really?
Homelessness? According to Cat, yes, because there's lots of Steve Harvey videos.
Steve Harvey stealing homelessness situations. Wow.
Because he does.
You have to check this.
He does
verify this
inspirational.
information.
He does inspirational speeches all the time.
Yeah.
And one of the ones he'll bust out crying, and his speech is about when I was homeless,
This is weird.
and these people helped me, and all these things like specific. And he was never homeless ever. Apparently, according to Cat, he was making like, I think he said he was making like $5,000 a week.
Wow.
When he first started getting into comedy, because he went on tour with.
I mean,
somebody.
I think somebody's gonna get into the specific of what is homeless mean. Maybe you know what I mean. I mean, who knows? I get.
Well, living in your car, man, not having a home, or living somewhere on the street.
Okay.
You know,
Right.
just not having an apartment or a house. I guess. Is
Technically,
homeless.
if you one day, fall into that guideline. I mean, you're homeless for the one day. How long? Who is like, hey, I was homeless for like 6 hours. I don't know. How
true.
long that period may have been. I wouldn't have the detail because details matter.
Can I deduct that from my taxes if I'm homeless? For 6 hours? So along with this, gotta see this interview, y'all. I'm not even done watching it. It's like so detailed. And poor Shannon Sharp, God, bless Shannon Sharp. He's an amazing football player. But he was not ready for this information. Cat just blowing everybody up. And
Okay,
he's like,
rolling.
he's like, oh, Cat. He's like, Cat, I can't no more. He's like pouring his drink. Oh, Cat. Oh, Lord, Cat. Oh, Lord. It's just so funny.
it.
The
Okay.
episode is so good.
The juice.
So along with that, I mean, there's so much in there. He breaks everything down from Friday.
Yeah.
People were stealing from him that, like all this information, and how Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
You know Chris Tucker?
Yeah. Funny guy.
Chris Tucker, according to Cat Williams, is on the Epstein list.
Oh, really? Ooh, that's a terrible list to be honest.
And that is just a huge bomb. The Epstein list is just a humongous bomb.
Okay.
Today is Friday the 5th of January.
Yeah.
By the time we do our next episode, the list will be out.
Oh, really?
Oh, man.
How do they have this list? How long has this list been out?
It's in the court system.
Really? They're going to release this list.
They've
And
been
he already
fighting
said,
it. The people who have been fighting it are actually the Jane Does.
Oh, okay.
The ones who are suing and who are the ones
Don't release that list!
Yeah, the victims. Because the victims.
Yeah,
the
gotcha.
victims.
Makes sense.
Because they don't want that information out because
Yeah,
then there
that
might
makes
be
sense.
some
Yeah, retribution and things of that nature.
Absolutely.
Correct.
So-
Wow, that's terrible.
Yeah, exactly. So he said that Chris Tucker was on that list, and he called out Chris Tucker for not doing the next Friday because he was trying to be holier than thou and getting into religion, but then going to Epstein Island.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what were you doing, man?
Confusing. People do weird things.
This information, like I said, 2024, we're going for more.
Yeah.
This information.
2024, man, that's a good one.
Thank you very much. Just made that up.
Go for more.
So I'm super excited
All right,
about hearing from these comedians that Cat has called out.
Yeah.
from seeing this list of people who are on the Epstein Island, the whole Jimmy Kimmel, Aaron Rodgers thing. Are you familiar with that? So Aaron Rodgers,
today's the gossip.
Aaron Rodgers, quarterback for the Jets now.
Juice
He tore his ACL and he recovered it in the fastest time in the history of man. And he could be ready to play, but the Jets suck, so they don't need him to play. So he's just gonna chill. So in an interview, he was jokingly, because apparently Jimmy Kimmel was making jokes about him being a non-vaxxer back when vaccination thing was all hot. And so he tried to make a joke. And on a live ESPN broadcast, that's what was extra funny because it's on ESPN, owned by ABC and Disney. It's like, yikes. He called him out. Oh my God, man. He said, yeah, when that Epstein list comes out, Jimmy Kimmel is gonna be on that list. So Jimmy Kimmel immediately got on social media and was like, "Hey, can I say butthole? What is the curse word of that? I don't know. It's too late. I said it." So he was like, "Hey, butthole," the curse word version. He says, "You are putting my family in danger with that statement," and he just goes off and he's like, "I'm gonna sue you," and blah blah blah. So basically, there's like this lawsuit coming, but Aaron Rodgers was just joking, and everybody's like,
I was just
"You
kidding.
can't take a joke, man." But it's one of those things like. Is that really funny?
Yeah,
like,
I don't know.
When something just happens like that, like the Epstein thing, I don't even think that that's funny yet. Like, it's got to take some time with comedy. You can't just, like when someone dies, you can't clown them that day. Like, tomorrow we'll clown them. But like, I don't, what do you think? Would it be okay?
It's definitely complicated, I would say.
I don't know, man.
What I would say is, we're going to keep an eye on it. See how things develop. See how things happen. As things move, new realities come up. We create this discussion. We're looking for solutions, right? Solutions to see what
we're all about in the Premium Advantage.
Lower taxes, lower insurance. If we can somehow lower taxes with this information, I mean.
Hey, all the aliens in Miami, don't forget if you need your taxes done.
The website. You got it. All right. So the raffle winners. We have 2 raffle winners. Mr. Rob Wegner.
Congratulations, Rob.
And Miss Cathy Hayek.
Hayek.
I don't know if she won last time or not. It says Cathy Hayek. I look it up.
All right.
But so they're gonna have a choice of doing either a gift card, doing an episode, doing events, or the photo shoots.
Awesome.
So we'll contact them and see what they decide.
Yes, it is.
Don't forget, you can subscribe. Go to the website to subscribe for the raffle for next month, and we'll continue to do a monthly $100 gift card. That's what's on the list for the raffle. Okay, what else we got?
You got the links in there, right? So
The links are already in there. Everything's good to go. Go to the website. Go to the membership tab. Go to the bottom. There's raffle. There's episode. Subscribe. We got our professionals coming in, scheduled up for the next 3 weeks already. Actually, February. We're already booking up February. So get yourself lined up to the episode if you want to do an episode. We have Lisa Luera on the 12th. We have Ibrahim Nwagui on the 19th. And we have Mr. Vikesh Patel, a business intellectual property attorney, on the 26th. A lot of good information from professionals. Can't wait. A lot of stuff happening this year. A lot of things happening.
I got to give one shout out real quick to a friend of mine. His name is Israel Garcia.
Okay.
This is a little deep, real quick. Unfortunately, he's lost his battle with cancer.
Oh, no.
He had an amazing comeback. He fought it, and he did a stand-up special. Very weak. I don't even know how he did it. I've been through cancer a bunch of times with my family, and this man, I don't know how he did it. He's hilarious. He's amazing. He's a really good person. Unfortunately, he's in hospice care with his family right now. We don't know. Basically, the hospitals can't do anything is the last thing I heard. And he was actually in Houston at MD Anderson. And we have the best cancer center in the world here in Houston. There's nothing else they can do. So he decided to go back home to El Paso. Shout out to the miners, and be with his family at his home where he grew up. So rest in peace, my brother. I love you to death. Check out his stand-up comedy special on YouTube. His name is One Bad Comic on Instagram. We're gonna put the link to the special at the bottom here. His name is Israel Garcia. Appreciate you, my brother.
With that, we'll see you guys next week.